Good morning, student. So, yes, last day we have discussed regarding operator. We have started the discussion. So, we'll continue within the same thing. That is the what are the different types of operator. So, last we have discussed the arithmetic operator. Then we have discussed the logical operator, and we have discussed the relational operator. But with this operator also, few special operators are also present. So one of that operator is called conditional operator. So today we'll discuss on conditional operator first. So now we'll see what is conditional operator. Basically the notation of this conditional operator is question mark and colon. Question mark colon. So this is called conditional operator. Sometimes this operator is also called ternary operator. Ternary operator. So how it is used or when it is used? It is actually the alternate to if else, alternate to if else statement. So how it works? So we'll see through one example. First, suppose I am writing one if else statement that if a greater than b, suppose we have two variable where a comma b, then if a greater than b, a equals to, for example, I am writing 100, else b equals to 200. Suppose if a greater than b, if it happens, then value of a will be 100, if otherwise value of b will be 200. So now we'll convert this if else statement into conditional operator. So first we will see the syntax of conditional operator. So syntax is like that: first condition 1, then question mark, then statement 1 that is associated with condition 1, and then colon, and then statement 2 that is the else part. So again I am repeating, this is the first condition. If this condition becomes true, so then it will execute the statement 1. If the condition is false, then it will execute statement 2. So now we'll see or we'll convert this if else statement into conditional operator statement. So let's see. So here we are writing one variable, just like same as it is we are declaring where a and b, and after that we have to write the expression using the conditional operator. So how we'll write? A equal to, now we'll write the first condition, that is a greater than b. You can put under the parenthesis also, then question mark, then what is the first statement? Statement is a equal to 100, so only we'll write 100 here. Why? Because you can see that a equal to 100, this is the statement. Now here you can see a equal to, if this becomes true, so a equal to 100. So here this will execute 100. Otherwise, that means the else part, this is the colon part, here we'll write 200. Actually it should be a equals to 200. So this is the thing. So now again we'll repeat once. Suppose I am taking a value is 5 and b value is 2. So what will happen? 5 greater than 2. So this condition is true now. So if this condition is true, it will evaluate to 100. The value of a will become 100. But suppose for the second case, if we take a equals to 2, b equals to 5. So now we can see that 2 is greater than 5. This is a false condition, wrong condition. So then what will happen? Then value of a will become 200. So in this way, this conditional operator is actually executed. So after discussion of conditional operator, now we will discuss about two more operator, that are postfix and prefix operator. Postfix or prefix operator. So actually these operator are also called increment or decrement operator. Increment or decrement operator. So what is the general way or general syntax of writing this postfix prefix? If we have one variable, suppose x, so we can write postfix as plus x, sorry, this is the prefix one, and if we write postfix, so it will be x plus plus or x minus minus and minus minus x. So these are the four version we have for postfix and prefix. Postfix has two version, means postfix post increment, postfix post decrement, and here prefix pre increment, prefix pre decrement. Now what is the meaning of this postfix or prefix, or how it actually works? So suppose we are writing var x, and now we are taking one variable x equal to 10. If we write one statement x equal to x plus 1, or x plus equal to 1, or x plus plus, or plus plus x, all these things are same actually. So what it will do, from this statement or from this statement we can understand that suppose starting value of x is 10, initial value of x is 10, so x equal to x plus 1, so we are increasing the value of x by 1, so 10 plus 1 it will become now 11. But obviously questions are coming, or question will arise that then what is the importance of x plus plus or plus plus x? In the same way, if we take another example, suppose x is 10, and if we write one decrement operator just like x equal to x minus 1, or x minus equal to 1, or we write x minus minus, or we write minus minus x. So what are the meaning of this kind of operation? In each case is also the same operation, same type of operation, but here it will decrease the value. That means final value of x will be 9. It will decrease the value by 1. But again same condition, same question will arise that why we are writing in two different way, or what is the purpose of writing in two different ways. So for that things we have to remember two just simple sentence or simply phrase you can write. For postfix, when we are working with postfix, just we will remember first use then update, first use then update, first point. Second point is for prefix we will write first update then use, first update then use. Now what is the meaning or how it works, we will see through one example. So suppose I am writing one expression s equal to plus plus x minus 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 y plus x plus plus minus y minus minus plus x. Suppose this is my whole expression, and initial value of x I am taking as 5 and y as 2. So let's see what will happen, what is the final value is coming. So plus plus x, so this is prefix 1. So for the prefix what we write, first update then use. So we have to update by 1, so we are updating by 1, it will become 6 I am using. Then this is the normal arithmetic minus symbol. Then minus minus y, again we will update it here since it is a prefix 1. So we will update by 1 means we will decrease by 1. So it will become now 1 and we will use the 1. Again plus symbol, arithmetic plus symbol has came here. Then x plus plus. Now here you can see this is the postfix operator. So first x is coming, so we will write the updated value of x, and after that we will update. So it will become now 7. So but 7 we are not writing here presently. Minus y minus minus. So first we will write y here. So y is 1. So 1 we are writing, but then minus minus means ultimately it will become 0. Then plus x. So which value of x will write? What is the updated value? The updated value is 7. So we will write here plus 7. Now normal just BODMAS rule will apply. So ultimately what is coming? 6, 12, 12 plus 7, 19. And minus 2. So ultimately final answer is 17. This is the answer. So these are the basically postfix and prefix operator. These things are used, are basically inside a looping structure. So looping or iteration structure where using one single statement or single syntax we can run any sentence or any statement for any number of times. So that in that kind of structure we basically use the prefix and postfix operators.